Om Swastiastu. Hello, good morning everyone. Well, here we would like to presentation about the narrative text. Before we explain the material, I'd like to introduce our member. The first, my name is Nengeri Swediantari, and then my friends Nikada Sinta Pertiwi, and also Ana Agung Istri Pratnyanita Utami. So in this slide are some example of story narrative paragraph or text. There are Pinocchio, Snow White, and then Romeo and Juliet, Sang Kuryang, Maling Kundang, and the Fox and the Cat also. And next slide, please. Okay. Here we explain about the first definition, and then the purpose of narrative text, the kind of narrative text, and then generic structure of narrative text, and also the language feature of narrative text.
Okay, now I will explain about definition of narrative text. Narrative text is a type of text in the form of fantasy stories, true stories, or fairy tale. A story with complication or problematic event, and it tries to find the resolution to solve the problem. Narrative text is a type of text that tells a series of events with chronological system and are interconnected. Narrative texts are generally imaginative in nature, not real or in the form of imagination of the author. Okay, and the next material will be continued with my friend.
Okay, here I will explain about the purpose of narrative text. The purpose of narrative text is to tell a story or entertain the reader. Banyak orang yang bertanya, why can narrative text entertain the reader or audience? This answer because in very story there is a conflict and event. It is this conflict that below in sorry it is a conflict that below a narrative story to make it more interesting and entertaining for the reader. Apart from entertaining the reader, another purpose of narrative text is for the reader to gain new knowledge and benefit or listen. Ada juga yang bertanya, why is a narrative text also called a text that contain imagination? This answer, because it can contain a fictitious element when describing an event. And another purpose of this text is to tell the reader as if they were in the story or experience it and add insight to the reader. In addition, narrative text can be of fiction or imagination or not fiction. Narrative in the form of fiction is able to create an aesthetic experience, experience. Sorry, entertain while providing insight to readers, so that this type of the text is among the most purpose. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Continue about my friend. Thank you.
Okay, now I will be continue to the material kind of narrative text. For the first one, fairy tale. Fairy tale is a simple story about magical creatures such as fairies, dragons, paintings and princesses, and giants and others. In short, fairy tales are fairy tale with the genre of fantasy or unreal stories. Fairy tale usually take the form of folk tales or children's story whose story are told in a magic. For the example include like Snow White, Thumbelina, and Cinderella. Number 2, folk tale or folklore. Almost the same as fairy tale. Folk tales are folklore are folk tales that are passed down from generation to generation. In addition, this folk tale usually spread by word of mouth, so that it will be taught from the generation to generation until it becomes part of the community's tradition. And for the example, Malin Kundang, Timun Mas, and Sangkuriang. And next is mystery. Mystery text is a story that is not known with a curtain and attracts people curiosity. Mystery is usually associated with a horror and supernatural events, like for the example Deepwater and Cult. And next is science fiction. Science fiction is form of speculative fiction that deal primarily with the influence of imagined science and technology on society and individuals. And for the example, like Star Wars and Kiteretsu. And next is romance. Romance is a kind of literary work in the form of purpose, reward, who content describe the action of the preparation according to the character and content of its soul. Romance or love story is narrative text that contain the struggle of the main character's love. And for the example, in Romeo and Juliet. Okay, next is a horror story. Horror stories are stories that tell of a mystical event that have a scary atmosphere. Horror texts are stories that contain scary stories such as ghosts and other astral creatures that are much loved by the public. And for the example, like Pengabdi Setan, Annabelle, and Conjuring. Okay, next is fable. Fable is a story that tells the life of animals that behave like human. Fable are fiction or fantasy story. Sometimes fable include minority characters in the form of human. Fable stories are also often called moral stories because they contain messages related to morals. And for the example, like The Lion and Clever Fox, The Wolf and the Stork, and Si Kancil. Myth. Myth is a story that is set in the past, contains an interpretation of the universe such as the creation of the world and the existence of creatures, and is considered to have really happened by the owners to the story. There are also types of narrative text. Actually, this type of narrative text is not much different from folktale. However, the difference is that sometimes myths can be found in today life. Usually, people assume that mythical story happens. For the example, the story of Aji Saka and Dewata Cengkar. And next is legend. Legend is an ancient folk tale related to event and the origin of a place. And for the example, like Sangkuriang, Batu Menggis, and the legend of Gili Raja Island. Okay, next is historical. Historical is a text in which it explains or tells about facts or past events that are the origin of something that has historical value. And next is a slice of life atau potongan cerita dari kehidupan. Slice of life is a short story of someone's life that can end happily, sadly, upset, funny, or other feeling. And next is a personal or experience. Personal experience is a story that tell a personal experience and is usually told from a first person point of view. And that's all about kind of narrative text, and next will be continue with my friend.
Okay, here I will explain about generic structure of narrative text. The first ada orientation. The orientation section contain the opening of the story that contain the introduction of character, introduction to the background time and place of the story. Anyway, this section contain general part of the story that include what, who, when, and where the story. Nah, di bagian ini berisikan pengenalan tokoh, tempat, dan waktu terjadinya cerita. Next ada complication. In this section, the main character starts experiencing conflict in his life, and the main character must resolve the conflicts. Di bagian complication ini berisikan tentang munculnya atau mulainya terjadinya permasalahan. Next ada resolution. The resolution section is the ending story section. In this section, all the problem must be resolved by the main character. In the resolution section, there is also usually moral message or moral value and advice that we can take from the story. The moral value in the ending of narrative text is called coda. Coda or reorientation di sini termasuk opsional, bisa dicantumkan atau tidak. Or this section that explain this lesson to be learned from the story. And for the next slide, continue by my friend. Thank you.
Alright, in this slide, I would like to explain about the language feature of narrative text. The first thing, using the past tense. For more commonly used grammar is the past tense because this tense tell about the past. Usually, this grammar is very obvious. If you read legends or fairy tales that have ancient settings. The second is adverb of time. Adverb of time is needed in writing narrative text, with the aim of showing the time when an event occurred. For example, is once upon a time and also one day and others. The third is using time conjunction. Time conjunction is to tell when something happens. For example, first, later, when, then, suddenly, after, and so on. And then also using a specific character. In a narrative, the author will create a specific character as the main character in the story. Not only the main character, but all the characters in the story will be written clearly, searching for the name, shape, color, and also character. For example, the Snow White, and then stepmother, mother, father, and another. And then the next is using action verb. Using action verb in narrative text is one of the characteristic to keep in mind. Action verb as a verb that show an action of a character, because the grammar used in narrative text is in the past tense, then action verb are also written in the second form. For example, log, cried, walk, swam, said, married, and others. And the last is using direct speech. And a narrative text, there are also direct speech. For example, Snow White said, quotation, I am very sad. So, the sentence in the middle of the quotation marks is called direct speech. So, it was as if Snow White immediately said, I was very sad. Okay, that's about the language feature. Alright, in this slide, I would like to analyze for the language feature about Cinderella. About this text, the first, the red one, see here, is once upon a time, and then one day, including the adverb time. And then for the gray one, there is a Cinderella, stepmother, stepsister, and a fairy godmother, and also a prince. Sorry, I forgot this mark is bold. All of this is included in a specific character. And then the third is show at all of the sentence here, starting from a little girl named Cinderella, and then she lived with her stepmother and stepsister, and then until they got married and lived happily ever after, is use a past tense. And then next, there are words in a blue: treat, invite, help, chance, and came, which are action verbs. And then at the green ball, oh god, I don't have dress, because here have a quotation mark here, that means he belongs to a direct speech. And then the last one is the word in the purple one, then, which is a time conjunction. Alright.
Well, here I will analyze the narrative text entertain Cinderella. Okay, let's see from the first paragraph. This paragraph begin with once upon a time. Within the adverb of time, once upon a time di sini yaitu mengenalkan waktu. Then there is an introduction to the character, namely Cinderella, stepmother, and stepsister. Dan di sini juga memperkenalkan tokoh yaitu Cinderella, ibu tirinya dan saudara tirinya. So here there is an introduction to the time and an introduction to the character, meaning this paragraph is called orientation. Nah, karena di sini di paragraf ini berisikan tentang pengenalan waktu dan pengenalan tokoh, jadi paragraf ini merupakan paragraf orientasi. Next, well, in the second paragraph is tell about her stepmother and stepsister. treated her badly. Yang artinya ibu tiri dan saudara tirinya memperlakukannya dengan sangat buruk. And yang kalimat kedua, one day Prince of Kingdom invited and girl to the ball. Yang artinya suatu hari seorang pangeran kerajaan mengundang semua gadis ke pesta dansa. Dan paragraf ketiga yaitu Cinderella wanted to go there, but she didn't have a beautiful dress. Yang artinya Cinderella ingin pergi ke sana, tetapi dia tidak memiliki gaun yang indah. So here telling about the conflict mean in this paragraph it is a part of the resolution. Nah, karena di paragraf kedua ini berisikan tentang permasalahan seperti Cinderella diperlakukan dengan buruk, terus Cinderella ingin pergi ke pesta tapi dia tidak memiliki gaun yang indah. Jadi paragraf ini kita sebut dengan resolution karena berisikan tentang permasalahan. Next, paragraf ketiga, third paragraph. Well, here it is berisikan godmother help here. Yang artinya seorang ibu peri membantunya. At first, she didn't have a nice dress in the second paragraph. Nah, di paragraf kedua itu berisikan tentang dia tidak mempunyai baju yang bagus untuk datang ke pesta tersebut. So, in this paragraph, we will tell you a very good mother help here. She changed his dress into beautiful one, in beautiful ones. Then Cinderella come to the ball, and a friend fell in love with her, then got married and lived happily even after. Nah, di paragraf ini berisikan tentang seorang ibu peri membantunya. Dia mengubah Cinderella menjadi wanita cantik, dan seorang pangeran jatuh cinta kepadanya dan mereka menikah dan hidup bahagia. Nah, so the third paragraph is resolution karena di paragraf ketiga ini berisikan tentang penyelesaian masalah dari paragraf kedua. Okay, next for the language feature will analyze by my friend. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's all about our presentation about the narrative text. Thank you very much for your great attention, and then also thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be benefit for all of us. Thank you so much for attention, and I close with Pramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om.